Welcome along to Barnsley for Players Championship 10. What better way to spend a Sunday afternoon
25
than watching the arrows here on PDC TV. I'm Chris Murphy taking you through the action here on
Adrian
Stream 1.
First.
And Dan Dawson is over on Stream 2 with an alternative choice of games, but the match choice here features a number 2 seed, Adrian Jackpot Lewis. Lost in the quarter-finals yesterday after missing match darts,
96.
5 of them, against the eventual winner, James Wade, who celebrated his birthday with a title.
100.
And Lewis takes on Dutchman Vincent van der Meer, who had his best run of the year here in Barnsley yesterday, picking up 2 victories
30.
against Titus Kanik and Mervyn King before losing out to Ryan Searle. That followed 4 consecutive first-round exits
96.
for VVDM. Adrian Lewis has been in fine form, perhaps should have
99.
beaten Wade yesterday and gone on to pick up a second title of the year. It would have been back-to-back titles for Jackpot, of course, on the Players' Championship Tour after he ended the 18-month drought
100.
in Wigan last month. And I'm sure he will be in with a shout of the title this afternoon. Number 2 seed. The winner of this match will take on
60.
the winner of the one that follows, Mark Dudbridge against Yella Clarkson. Then we have Keegan Brown against Gavin Carlin. And Luke Humphreys against Diogo Portela.
140.
If you're following the draw bracket online, this would have been on board 9, but we've shifted it across to the streaming board for your entertainment.
140.
And in the early exchanges, Van der Meer has the chance to break the throw. That's in 9, I believe. So now looking at tops to tidy
45.
it up. And Lewis has the chance to avoid being broken in the first leg, but he's only going to get 1 dart at the same target.
Game shot.
And that is all he needs.
$100.
First time this pair have met. Van der Meer picked up his tour card at the inaugural European qualifying school. Well, Adrian Lewis looked like he had an ocean of room to land a 180, but switched downstairs and found the treble 19 anyway. He's thinking 9 darter already.
100.
But it's not going to happen.
45.
Now the 177 followed only by a filthy 45.
60.
Did have a 9 dart leg here yesterday. That went to Mark McGeaney, his first in the PDC.
140.
Lewis looking likely to double his lead here. Van der Meer having missed chances to win the first leg, or a chance to win the first leg. Might not get any chances to win the second.
$77.
Well, a good recovery from Adrian there. Will give him the opportunity to double his lead when he returns.
140.
Under some pressure. You look at treble 10. Choices. Ups for tops.
23.
Oh, that is way, way off the mark for Adrian Lewis. Not for the first time in this match.
Game shot.
Van der Meer has taken full advantage there. Lewis perhaps should have been 2-0 up. Jackpot defeated Nevin Rafferty, Jamie Bain, Ted Everts, Danny Noppert. in his run to the quarterfinals yesterday. Those last two matches going all 11 legs, and he was 5-3 up against James Wade in the last 8.
95.
But missed those 5-match darts, and Wade went on to take the title. Just a note that we have had one change in the field this afternoon. Rob Cross did turn up and started throwing his practice darts, but decided to withdraw through illness, and Diogo Portela was on hand to replace him. He's going to be in action in our last match of the first round here on Stream 1. He takes on Luke Humphreys.
$99. 139.
Well, let's see if Adrian Lewis tries to complete this combination. We're not going to know.
134.
But it is a superb setup.
$85. Game shot.
And Lewis leads 2-1. Vincent van der Meer did appear at the UK Open this year. Of course, the change in qualification rules, meaning all tour card holders made it to Minehead, and he won his first match 6-1 against
43.
Eddie Dutson before being beaten by Nathan Derry in the second round. Have seen him on a handful of occasions too at the 43. European Tour. And he had a bit of a run at the Austrian Open in 2017.
100.
Beat Adrian Gray and Steve West before losing out to Michael van Gerwen.
137. $140.
If you do want to follow the progress of any of the matches that are not shown on the live stream this afternoon, then you can do so in real time at dartconnect.com as always.
100.
And get involved in the conversation on social media too, using the hashtag PDC Pro Tour. Tell us who you think will take the title this
100.
afternoon. Will it go Wade's way again? Will Lewis land #2 for the year? Perhaps the bully boy Michael Smith, who lost in the final, can pick up his first title of 2019.
108.
As Adrian Lewis produces a picture-perfect maximum. But will it avail him a dart at double? He needs to rely on a miss from van der Meer.
78.
Well, that has happened. And now Jackpot chooses double 16. Well, that's a little bit tricky.
25.
And he couldn't make it work. He had a superb shot yesterday, Lewis, where he landed 2 bullseyes for a 120 shot. I think that was a shot of the day in his match against Danny
Game
Noppert.
shot.
But he's tied 2 apiece with this Dutchman and has had chances to have opened up a rather commanding lead.
100. $100.
There are a few standout ties in the first round, and there has been one match that has finished already. No surprise it's the one involving Ricky Evans, but it wasn't the result that Ricky wanted. Beaten 6-0 by Titus Kanik in round 1. It's Evans making
140.
a rapid departure. James Wade, the winner yesterday, is 4-1 down in his first match this afternoon against Jose Justicia. Keep an eye on all the matches throughout the day. Let you know of any notable results. We saw the departures of the likes of Peter Wright and Mensa Suljevic early on in yesterday's tournament. Oh, Lewis, not for the first time, missing the double by a margin.
$99.
But it was a happy miss because it's left him double 16. That leaves him double 8. That leaves him double 4. That leaves
28.
him needing Vincent van der Meer to miss. Had a dart for the 118 in the previous leg. He gets a dart for double top for 102,
62.
over the top again. And Lewis can hang on to his advantage by landing double 2. Well, that's awkward. Awkward, Adrian. Is it even possible?
No score.
Well, I'm not sure whether or not it was. He had a very small fraction of the bed to aim at, and that's why he was going so far to the left-hand side, found the wrong bed. He's actually better than going inside because he's got
30.
more opportunities to miss here than he would have if he'd been at double 1. But he's thrown the same darts. But he's got to go left again this time. Or is he moving to the right? What's he doing here? This would be an incredible dart from Adrian Lewis. And what a dart it is. Superb stuff. Look, you can see from that angle how much of the bed he had to aim at, and through trial and error from the previous visit, Adrian Lewis
60.
perfected the shot.
$98.
Michael Smith, the beaten finalist yesterday afternoon, he's already through to the second round. A 6-2 win for him against Jamie Bain.
45. $43.
Smith is one of just 3 players from the world's top 10. 4 players, rather, from the world's top 10 in the tournament following the withdrawal of Rob
46.
Cross. The other 3 are James Wade, Mensa Suljovic and Simon Whitlock. They are players 8, 9 and 10. Michael Smith ranked 6th in the world. This man, Adrian Lewis, currently number 15.
32.
Not sure many people would be able to name 14 players better than Adrian Lewis.
100.
But Suljovic is 4-1 down against Mark McGeaney. Wade is 5-1 down against Jose Justicia, and Simon Whitlock is 4-2 down against Jordi Meerwisser. So the highest players in the world rankings could be tumbling out of the tournament in round 1 here.
44. $84.
Just get the feeling that Adrian Lewis hasn't quite warmed up yet. There has been some brilliant stuff, but there has also been a few wild slips. And Van der Meer just plugging away.
140.
Double top now, Adrian Lewis just can't
Game
seem
shot.
to make his mind up which double to go for, but that time it proved to be the right choice. And for the first time in the match, Lewis leads by 2 legs.
125.
Danny Noppert has completed a victory in the first round, 6-1 against Kevin Burness. 100 average for Noppert in that one.
140.
And Mervyn King has whitewashed Vincent Campau, 6-0 to the King.
$180.
As Lewis lands a maximum.
100. $140.
Next match coming up, Mark Dubbridge against Jelle Klaassen. Former world finalist against the former Lakeside
42.
world champion. As Lewis looks for tops. And now double 10.
Game shot.
And And he had to battle in the first half of this match, but now Adrian Lewis is making a charge towards the finish line.
60.
Darren Webster as well, who is having a horrible year on the Pro Tour. 5-1 down in his first round this afternoon against Marco Cantele.
100.
Johnny Clayton, 5-3 down against Nathan Rafferty. Some big, big names, the seeded players, in trouble in round one. And it could
96.
be one of those days where we get someone from left field taking the title. That hasn't happened so far this year. Wins for Michael Van Gerwen,
100.
Adrian Lewis, Dave Chisnell, James Wade, Glenn Durrant. All players that you would expect to pick up titles in the course of a season.
97.
Maybe today's the day where somebody breaks into that roll of honour, the list of champions.
140.
Or perhaps we will see the likes of Lewis adding another title to his
140.
ever-growing collection. 161 to win this one in style. Not going to happen, so Van der Meer will try and produce something special himself
87.
to stay alive. Well, he looked for treble 16, couldn't find
52.
it. And now Lewis, I imagine, will go treble 14. Well, I think he did, but now he could go 15 for the bull. Bullseye it is.
49.
Just the wrong side of the ring to gift an opportunity to his opponent, who wants double 10.
Game shot.
And that keeps the match going at least a little longer.
Yes, sir. $134.
Well, what a difference a day makes. James Wade, champion here yesterday, beaten in round one this afternoon. A 6-2 defeat at the hands of Spain's
96.
Jose Justicia. The number one CD and White is safely through. 6-2 against Kirk Shepherd. Jermaine Watermaner has beaten Gary Eastwood 6-1. And Joe Cullen, a 6-3 winner against Conan Whitehead.
140. $100.
A good leg from Adrian Lewis. 9 darts thrown and 87 remaining. Van der Meer needs at least one treble here. He's found that.
95.
To leave himself the big fish, but Adrian Lewis might deny him the chance to reel it in.
Game shot.
And Adrian Lewis does finish the job. Didn't bother about setting up the bull in the end, and it paid off because Lewis wins the match 6-3 and moves into the second round and will take on the